what got you into the motocross?
Yo, little kid me would be so pumped of what I'm doing.
Yeah, you did 5 backflips.
It's one life. It's just me, but like I can inspire 100 other lives.
I found myself, I love working around happy people.
This is the One Life Podcast, hosted by Todd Lawrence.
Today, we are back with another episode of the One Life Podcast. This is episode 29 with your host, Todd Lawrence. And today we have the pleasure of sharing the microphones with another dedicated and heavily determined to win individual. I came across this incredible dude on Instagram at I'm Zak Klaptosky. He was riding his cool looking dirt bikes through the woods, chopping through the trees and trails like a ninja, man. I'm talking about backflips, front flips, flying high in the sky on his dirt bike, just looking like a superhero, man. Come to find out, he actually owns his own motocross race shop, right? Which is located in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my man, Zak Klaptosky. Yeah. Zak Klaptosky, welcome to the One Life Podcast.
Big crowd in here today.
Yeah, welcome to the One Life Podcast.
Appreciate you having me out, man. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you for showing up. How you doing today?
Yeah, it's a good day. A little icy out here in Pennsylvania, but everything's going good. Looking forward to spring and getting back outside a little more.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you said it's icy out here, man. I tell people all the time, we live in the North Pole, man.
Dude, this winter's been crazy around here. Normally, like it's you know, you get a day or two of snow and then it thaws out and it's pretty gone, but like gone pretty quickly. But this year has been like, it's been snowing and staying and snowing and staying. Everything's freezing. It's all the creeks and like people are ice fishing out in like the middle of the Delaware River. It's crazy.
Ice fishing, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. So it's makes me enjoy the seasons a little more too now, because it's like, yeah, it's forced upon you and it's not like just little hints of it and it's gone a day or two. Like it's here.
You're gonna,
it's here to stay.
If you live out here, you're gonna freeze your ass off.
Yeah. So if you're getting out there, it's you gotta make do with what you got now.
Yeah.
So it's forcing you to like
bundle
the
up.
Cold. Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
bundle up. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
you came through it in a hoodie though today. Yeah, I know you guys got thick blood.
Yeah. No, it's I'm an outside person. I can't be inside. It's constantly go. So no matter what the weather is, I'm outside. I don't care.
Yes.
It's raining, snowing, sleeting, anything. I'm outside.
He's with Mother Nature.
Yeah, I love that. That's my stuff. So
fucking her good. Yeah. He's out there with her all day long.
I try, man. It's I
respect it. Yeah.
Yeah, not an inside person. Go inside and I sleep and then go back outside. It don't matter. I'm in the winter. I'm ice climbing, snowboarding, riding as much as I can. It's cool. It's cool. So this year we've been able to ice climb in Pennsylvania, which is the first time I've ever been able to do that. So
yeah, talk about that. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Just climbing up like little frozen waterfalls and like some drips. Kind of some of my older friends been asking me to do it for a long time, and finally said yes, and I went out and I did it one time and borrowed some stuff and I got hooked on it, and it was like my new thing.
Adrenaline rush.
Yeah. I mean, it's different when, you know, you could fall, like, and you're going to fall far, and like, I mean, you're obviously roped in, or if you're, you know, top roping something, it's not a big deal, but if you're leading something, it's pretty cool, and it's hard to find things that, you know, scare me. So that was cool, and it made winter normally way better, because normally I've spent my whole life chasing summer, and then I found something that like makes winter like way cooler, and I'm like,
look forward to it.
Yeah, like I don't care if it's cold. I'm going ice climbing.
Yeah.
So
have you lived in Pennsylvania all your life?
I grew up in Pottstown, Pennsylvania, so about an hour and a half from here.
Gotcha.
And then moved. I kind of with motocross bounce around all across the country, normally chasing summer in the south and in the winters, and then back up here for the summers, and kind of wherever it was warm. I lived down in South Carolina for a while, North Carolina for a while.
See, that's where I want to go, man.
Yeah.
Trying to escape this cold shit.
It was still
personally.
It was still pretty cold there.
Really?
I personally liked it. It was nice and like, slow, and everyone kept like, it was like a slower pace for sure.
Yeah.
It was hard to find, motivated people to do things with, because it was, pretty slow paced. No one was really
down south in the area you were in.
Yeah.
What area were you in? Yeah.
I was outside of like Jacksonville, North Carolina, and outside of like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, like Conway. So it was like you could go in and find stuff, but I was like right on the outskirts of everything. So it was kind of not a lot going on.
Right.
So, and then recently just moved. I was in Delaware for a few years, and then just moved up to the Poconos here, and it's been a year and a half, 2 years now.
Right. Yeah.
I'm really kind of enjoying it up here.
Absolutely, yeah. So what got you into the motocross, BMXing? Like, I gotta imagine and think that, like, as a kid, you were on the bikes just getting on, didn't even know how to ride, just take it off and just going. And you found your love. How did you find your love for the bike, bike life?
So just kind of, my parents, my dad likes car racing stuff more like, and that was what he was into, like circle, dirt track racing. And he took me to the Harrisburg Farm Show, the Motorama race, and wanted me to watch the quarter midgets. And they wanted to buy me like one of the small little like circle track racing cars. And I seen the dirt bikes, and I wanted to race dirt bikes.
Yeah.
I watched the dirt bikes, and then they went and bought me a dirt bike, and kind of loved it ever since. And I was 5 years old, first time on the bike. It crashed and broke my arm.
Oh,
So
yeah,
sick.
see?
Yeah,
so
dude.
that brings me to, because we're going to have a little segment at the end, but that might be one of your moments. But wow, at 5 years old.
Yeah, it broke my arm. I was good, though. Got back
Shook
up.
it off,
And no.
You didn't feel nothing?
Yeah, no.
Because it was broken, yeah.
Yeah, it was good. No, I went to the hospital, got a cast. Everything was good. Got back onto it a few months later. And
after the cast came off,
Yep.
of course.
Yep,
Yeah.
and it was good, and kind of just did it in the field for a while, and then my dad took me, and we started out racing in the woods and kind of doing like some little hare scramble races, they call them, and kind of went from there, and then phased out of that when I was like 8 or 9. Rode four-wheelers just for fun with my family, and then one of my friend's parents seen me ride. They had a bike, and they seen me ride, and they're like, "Hey, you can ride, like good." And they bought me some bikes and said, "Let's go racing." And they took me racing, and then it was kind of like you said earlier, it takes a village. It was a village between my friends' parents, and I had a couple of them that would take me racing, a couple of them that would help fund my race, and a couple of them that would help get me to where I needed to be, and kind of just started racing from when I was 14 till probably like 25 pretty heavily, and came up through the ranks pretty good, and raced a lot of arena cross towards the very end, and that's kind of where I ended the...
Hold on, I gotta get you. Yeah, we need to get some round of applause because we winning out here.
I raced arena cross towards the end of my racing thing, and kind of got out of that, and so on the down climb of racing, and kind of out of the whole sport from injuries and everything, and had a couple bad ones, and kind of was over it. And my friend was passing. He was sick with leukemia, and he wanted me, to keep racing and keep his number out on the track. So kind of just
what was his number?
278.
Shout out number 278.
Yeah,
fly high, baby.
Yeah, that's my buddy Jake Weeks there. So he passed away at a young age from some crazy leukemia thing, and kind of just kept at it. I went and I bought him a brand new bike, and put his graphics and name and number on it, and set it next to his bed.
Motivation,
for like a month and a half, 2 months, and then he passed, and I took the bike and I just started racing again, and joined something that was called the Bowl Cut Academy on like
shout out the Bowl Cut Academy.
Yeah. It was on Instagram. It was like a thing to get into like a Nitro Circus event.
Right.
And later on, the Bowl Cut Academy got canceled because bowl cuts are apparently inherently racist. So,
like Caillou, like you talk about the Caillou haircut.
Yeah, just a straight up bowl cut, like straight up wet, like crazy bowl cut. Yeah. Apparently, it's racist.
Yeah, what are they saying?
They weren't allowed to call it. It was like some like white supremacist thing or something.
Oh,
like,
snap, yeah.
And I was like, bro, like, how are you going to loop me in?
How are you going to mix the, what are we doing here?
So I rocked it for a few more months, not going to lie.
The bowl cut.
Yeah, it was sick.
Bro, because we don't see color here. We don't see, all we see is greatness.
No, yeah. And that haircut was great. Let me tell you what. Yeah. So I rocked the bowl cut for a while, and that was you got to win a chance to go to Travis Pastrana's house. And
who's Travis Pastrana?
Yeah, he's like
Travis. He's a big BMXer.
He's like kind of like the king of action sports. Like started out racing motocross, did that really well, then got into freestyle and like created freestyle motocross pretty much.
Yeah.
So after he created freestyle motocross and he did that and he was getting older, got into like racing rally cars and has been racing rally cars for ever since. But whatever the guy does, he does it beyond like perfection and to the next level. So
is he one of your inspirations?
Oh yeah, it's like
huge inspiration right there.
Probably every kid who's ever ridden a dirt bike is, especially around my age or younger, and are still today. And he's an inspiration to everyone. So it's cool to it was cool to win a spot to go there and experience like the pit bike race. And it was I think it was Pit Viper put on the first pit bike race.
Pit Viper?
Yeah, like the sunglasses.
Yeah.
So they put on like a pit bike race there, and it was like the first one. And I did good. I won the industry cup class, and I fit in pretty well.
Another one.
Yeah.
The One Life Podcast.
I had to throw it in.
That's awesome.
Another one.
I ended up doing that, and I guess the shoe fit. I lived kind of close, so I kept going back and got some cool opportunities with those guys to help out with some big stunts and big events and build stuff for them and do a little bit of traveling here and there. So that was still blows my mind that that's a real thing. Like,
right, yeah,
like
chasing your dreams.
Yeah,
that's
like,
what that's a real thing. Yeah.
13 or 14 years
Turning
old,
your dreams to reality.
And like I found all my like Nitro Circus DVDs and like 199 Lives DVDs and all like my Travis Pastrana stuff, like from like when I was a kid. Like, and it's cool. Like I'm like, little kid me would be so pumped of what I'm doing right now, which is like the coolest thing ever.
Yes.
Like, like I'm literally living that little kid's dream. Like
you're living your dream right now, baby.
I would have knocked that thing over. My bad.
Yeah,
That was awkward.
You good.
But yeah, so it's cool to like, I'm literally living like 15-year-old Zak's dream. So it's cool to do that. And then along the lines, I've kind of mixed my way into running and building tracks and just traveling and doing events and all that. So
yeah, man.
I was in Delaware recently and got the opportunity to come up here and build the Back 9, which it was a track.
Shout out Black 9 or Back 9?
Back 9.
Yep, Back 9.
Like
Back 9 motocross
golf
facility.
kind of thing.
Yep.
So
and that is your motocross facility.
Yeah, that's my track.
I need me a hoodie, man.
I'll get you one.
And I'm gonna come ride too. I'm fucking.
All right, you better come out.
I never rode before yet.
We'll get you.
You're
going.
gonna teach me.
We'll teach you.
Zak Klaptosky. Let's go.
Yeah, no, we do lessons and stuff at the track too. So we have people down at the beginning, which is the Dirt Bike Academy, and you start out on little like beginner pit bikes, and you learn from the very basic start of like how to start a bike, how to put it in gear, like what everything does.
Yeah, I need to know.
And they'll get you going and start there, and it comes with a bike rental for the day. Crazy cool thing to learn.
You got military discount?
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. Give me that
10%. we could work. We could definitely work something out for you there. And then you get up to the track. You got to have your own bike for the track right now. But you get up to the track, and we have open practices normally Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and then I think normally Tuesdays and Thursdays we do like training. Yeah. So you can come bring your bike and we can do lessons, and like it's kind of a wide range of riders. Normally we kind of pair everyone up to make it work, but we really kind of strive to keep the next generation going and
inspiring.
And in on this, because it's kind of the whole outside action sports thing is kind of a dying thing. It's not easy. Yeah. It's not easy to do for, your average person or average family.
Right.
And
it's a challenge to bring everybody out together at times.
And to get people access to this is people who you have people who, can't get to the track cause it's far, or it's a whole thing so it's kind of a whole dying thing, and just to do it is pretty expensive. So
Zak Klaptosky's out here keeping it alive.
I'm trying to keep
Back 9 motocross facility.
Yeah. So I ended up building a track here, and it's 2 twins, and they're 13 now, going on 14. I built it for them when they were 12. And
you're talking about your kids, right?
Yeah.
God bless, man.
Yeah, yes. Yeah. They're not my kids. I don't own them. I don't have the paperwork for them yet.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
You adopted them? No,
they're trying.
They got a beard just like you. Or, well, you got a son or a daughter?
They're 2 13-year-old boys.
Okay.
And they're my track kids. So I built the track for them, and when I built it,
that's a beautiful thing, man.
Build it like it was yours, and so we can grow into it. So I built it, and I kind of slowly was seeing the whole picture of the place. It's used to be an old golf course, a golf resort.
Yeah.
So if you ride a dirt bike and you've driven past a golf course, you dream of always riding the golf course,
right?
Because it's perfect. There's jumps, there's jumps, there's sand, there's cool stuff. You want to ride through it. So
BMXers dream course right there. I'm gonna rip through the golf course today.
Yeah. So to see the whole golf course, and then to be here, do whatever you want with it, and make it for a dirt bike. And I'm like, what? So fast forward, I built it, and I'm looking at I got there 2 days after I broke my hip, and I couldn't walk, so I'm not well enough to get into a bulldozer and build the track. So I kind of was up at the track for 4 days working before I ventured off from where I was immediately parked, and they showed me the property and explain more of it, and it was crazy. So it's an old resort, so they own everything, all the houses, the roads, there's so much place for parking, there's buildings already, and bathrooms, and the whole infrastructure is already there, right. And the way to get around, so it worked out kind of perfect, and kind of the shoe fit, and it was a great opportunity, and we did our research and got going on that, and made sure we could do it with all our permits and everything, and we were what we thought we were under what we needed to do, and we were up to code. So we continued and opened I believe we opened the end of October of last year. So we opened for a few months, and then it kind of hit winter, and then we opened again. We were actually able to ride all the way up to Christmas Eve last year. So wow, yeah. it was sick.
Yeah. So how does it work? When it snows and rains, do you still ride?
Generally not. It's
dangerous.
It's not fun. The turnout, it's it doesn't make it worth, tearing everything up and doing all that. The tracks,
it's no traction really in the snow.
Yeah.
You're slipping. Have you rode in the snow before?
Yeah.
Is it fun? Or you slip and fall when you turn? And
it depends. depends. Like
on your tires.
If you know what you're doing, what you're trying to ride, like riding moto in the snow is not that fun because it gets kind of sketchy and dangerous with like the jumps and like all that. But like trail riding and stuff, that's fun in
Pretty
the snow.
fun and
like,
cool, yeah.
Like if you're not like you're not trying to like impress anything or go fast or there's like not much on the line, it's fun.
Just cruising through the quiet white forest.
It's cool then, and you get out in the fields and you can start ripping around and sliding and stuff. And like ice riding and stuff is pretty cool. Like I've done some of that.
I've seen that.
Dude, it's wild how much you get. Like you stud your tires, you can put little screws in them that give you traction, or you can buy ones that are studded.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how much traction you get on the ice. You would think it would be slippery, but like that's the most
fast.
traction. You go so fast and you can like lay the bike over and everything. It's cool.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, normally like the way it works, we're normally open from March to like October, kind of weather depending. And it's normally only 10 to 4. We've kind of adjusted our hours to work with some of our neighbors.
Right.
Try to at least.
Because the noise of the bikes and stuff.
Yeah.
I got you.
And we're going through some stuff with all of this right now too. We'll get to it at the end, but so we're open like 10 to 4 Saturday, Sunday, and it's you got to become a member.
Back 9 Motocross facility.
Yep.
Located in East Stroudsburg, right?
Yep, East Stroudsburg, Marshalls
Pennsylvania.
Creek, at the old Mountain Manor Golf Resort.
Okay, yeah. Where is it at again?
It's at the old Mountain Manor Golf Resort.
Okay,
So-
that's not in Mount Pocono?
No, it's
East Stroudsburg. I got it.
yeah, it's like Marshalls Creek.
I know where you're talking. Exit 309 up that way.
Yep.
Cool, got you.
So it went well the whole first year we were open. We opened normally back up in March and went full steam ahead. Everything was going smooth, and then in October we were hit with a preliminary injunction by our local government deeming us a nuisance and not having the correct zoning. So we've kind of been in a legal battle for the entire first year that we were open, and kind of didn't really let anyone know what we were doing because we were very well.
Yeah, they don't want to see us win.
Yeah.
They don't want to see us win.
No. It's crazy that we're going through it, and they say our zoning wasn't right. So they were somehow able to get a preliminary injunction on us while we were pending our zoning hearing and appeals. So we had to close down early this year, which was, I think, in October. And crazy the amount of support that we got from our local community, our riders. We kind of reluctantly put up a GoFundMe because who wants to put their tail between their legs and do that. We put up a GoFundMe, and within 48 hours, our riders and our families and our members
teamed up together, came together.
Like 20 grand right away. And we have one lawyer.
God did.
Yep. It was crazy. And that was kind of motivating because I thought it was kind of the end of the road. Like the track's closed, income's down. I dumped, $500,000 into this dream on the word that, this is, that this was allowed and they knew what we were doing, and them to just pull the carpet out halfway. Yeah. In between, and
you guys kept your balance though,
and we were operating while we were doing this, and in the appeal process, per what they told us, that we were allowed to operate as long as we were appealing, and then somehow hit us with a preliminary injunction, which we didn't find very legal, but it's hard to fight any of this stuff because it's months, years, weeks, months, years until anything happens or there's any progress that happens.
Right.
So with that, it's we're working towards getting that removed and opening back up, hopefully. because we know we're right. We won our zoning appeal. They found that we are zoned resort, and this is allowed here.
Now, when you say zoning, you know what I'm saying, for people that don't know, because I'm one of those people, you know, what are you pertaining to when you say the zoning?
So like zoning is normally under like different classifications of what's allowed to be there in that area and what you're allowed to use land for. So like residential areas, like allowed to be like homes, single family homes, like that kind of stuff. And then you have like commercial and like commercial where you're allowed to do like little shops, restaurants, all that, you know, like commercial business can operate in that. Normally it's generally like near highways, and, you know, near other businesses that already exist. And then you have like industrial, and that's like where you can have big factories and like, you know, manufacturing.
So it's a license, basically.
It's not like necessarily a license, but it's kind of, yeah, I guess you could say it is a license, but
like you have to get approved for certain zones.
Yeah, approved to use. So the good thing about what we and where we're located is it's been zoned since the early 40s and 50s, like 1940, 1950, because originally it was, I believe, a Jewish camp.
Gotcha.
Is what it started out as, and then it slowly turned into Mountain Manor, which I believe for a while, Mountain Manor held the second highest amount of games played of golf in the country, or in Pennsylvania, one or the other. I'd like to say country because make it sound cooler.
Yeah.
But like in Pennsylvania, and it was like 70,000 games in a year or something. Right. So it was cool. There's when Mountain Manor was at its prime, there was like 80 to 100 rental units, and that went from like apartments and efficiencies to like single family homes, like motels, hotels. There was restaurants, I think 2 or 3 restaurants on the property. There was an indoor ice skating rink, one of the only in the Poconos. Right. Indoor pools, indoor like basketball courts and gyms. There was like, it was a pretty like bumping thing. It was the biggest, one of the bigger resorts in the area. And then obviously the whole resort thing kind of fell out of, you know, this area, and that was no longer a thing and kind of slowly went downhill. There was also, you know, a go-kart track on the property, ATV and UTV rental track. Right. There was snowmobile rentals. There was bumper boats.
Okay.
Go-karts, mini golf. Like it was like arcade. It had everything. It was really cool.
This was one of your old facilities, you're saying?
And no, it's where we're at now. This is what it was.
This is Back 9.
Yeah, this is what it was in prior life. It was Mountain Manor, and Back 9 is located out Mountain Manor. So, with the track too, there's like, you know, houses you can rent. Like if you come up to ride on a weekend and you want to camp out, get a house, like you can rent. There's houses to rent. There's pretty much like everything.
Come on out. Yeah,
it's cool. And we have the track, so it's all, you can ride from your house right to the track. It's freaking amazing. And our community that we have there already is awesome. Everyone kind of stands behind it. Everyone there's a lot of people that work at the track. We have through like 4 or 5 flaggers from within our own community that come up, and they're so excited to show up and work and flag. And
right. And that's another thing, you know, cause I can relate because I work at a resort right now, and I found myself, I love working around happy people. You know what I'm saying? Like you just said, the flaggers are so happy to be there. Because why? Because they're seeing other smiling faces, excited kids. They're happy. They're just in an adrenaline rush. Oh, where do I go? I love that environment. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes work like not work anymore. You know what I'm saying? The time flies and you're helping people do this. Oh yeah, go this way, go that way. Oh, did you try that bike? You like that color?
Yeah,
all that stuff.
It's definitely cool because like it's it's a tight knit community. All of our members, all of our people, all of our friends, riders. It's they all become like kind of family. Like I have a whole new family because of this track. Like everyone shows up, like they'll come and they'll hang out, they'll show up, they'll ride Saturday. A lot of them will stay over, and like, you know, motocross racers, obviously we travel like gypsies. A lot of us have motorhomes, trailers, and it's our whole family that goes. So like you'll come and ride, like people show up on like a Friday night with their family, kids, like, and it ranges from like, we have riders that are 70.
Yeah.
We have riders that are 4.
Yeah.
Like, and it's the whole family comes, and like they'll hang out Friday night, cook, like
good food. You got the grills out.
Everyone got
the
grill out. It's just hanging out in the field. Like it's crazy. It's cool though. Like you just
great atmosphere.
Everyone
great
like you don't have to worry. Like your kids can just go off and they're with all the other people camping, and you don't have to worry about everyone's there. For the same reason, there's really very, very rarely any bad eggs in the crowd.
Do you guys got public safety? Security?
Not really. I mean, everyone kind of.
I was about to say, I'll come work security, man. I love working security.
At some point, we will need it for. We would like to do, you know, events in the future. But if mostly it's hard to even need it because everyone pretty much polices themselves, like to the point because everyone's so happy to have the place to do it. And
right, so everybody's looking out for each other.
Everyone's looking out for each other themselves, like, because if like, and what we found out this year with us closing, like, there's not many places to do it, and our family grew so quick and so tight, like so fast, and everyone's just dying to get back here that like we never really had any problems because no one wanted to lose it. And when you don't know what you got till it's gone. And we're there right now. So fingers crossed. We got the lawyers working. We're working. I've been head down for months about this, 3 months about this, between watching old tapes over and watching old tapes from other meetings and like researching and reaching out. It's been a whole thing too. So, and this whole time we've been like a registered nonprofit as well. Like, so when I kind of went into this, I set us up in the right way from the start to be a registered nonprofit as well. So we're a sports club too. So essentially we fit in. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to obviously I have bills to pay, but money's gonna come. You're just living out your dreams right now. I'm just trying to give a place and giving the dream to people to do it. Cause I'm the biggest critic of a track. So I won't open unless the track's perfect. Right. I put a lot of effort into the track. And the best part is I ride every single time we're open, cause I'm prepping the track like it's me going out there. Yeah. So you're not going to get you're guinea pigging the track. Yeah.
You're checking it out there.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. I normally do the first lap of the day on the track, a lap around lunchtime, or laps around lunchtime, and laps at the end of the day. I normally try and go out 3 times a day. Okay. So you can't, And what are your hours of operation? I don't mean to cut in. 10 to 4. 10 to 4. Gotcha. So it's pretty quick, but if you get there at 10 to 4, we'll break it up per classes with age and skill level depending on how many people are there. Yeah. So you'll probably go out anywhere between like 6 to 10 times depending how it's split up. So you get plenty of riding in. Yeah. And it's safe. One of our biggest things is safety. So we split it up and keep everyone going, and 12 to 6 on Wednesdays, so people can ride when they're done work. Gotcha. And it's hard to find anywhere to ride during the week. Right. So we try and offer that. Back 9. Yeah, baby. Motocross facility. Come ride during the week, baby. And 12 to 6, right? Yep. On Wednesdays. Yep. And then 10 to 4 every other day, Monday through Friday? Nope. We're closed Mondays and we're closed Fridays. We're open Thursdays we have semi-private training lessons. Okay. We normally have a coach. We have a pool of like 4 or 5 coaches that we pull from, and we kind of circle our way through. Each one is really, really good. I'm one of them. Occasionally I fill in when I have to be.
Yeah.
I'm not the best, so obviously.
No, you're the greatest, man. This is your dream come true. You done created this whole entire vision, man.
Yeah,
you are the best.
I'm good. I'm good at the track stuff, and I know where I'm best at. So that's why I have people like Ian Kieran
Strong
come
areas.
in. And he comes in and he's really good with the kids, especially the younger kids. I have Frenchie. Frenchie's good with everyone.
Yeah.
He comes in and trains. We have Austin. We have Ronnie Stewart. We have some of the bigger classes like AJ Catanzaro and Moto Academy.
Okay.
So it's we generally do those on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have a website. And
what's the website?
I think it's back9mx.com.
Back9mx.com. Yep. Go check them out.
And Instagram, obviously. When Instagram has kind of links to what's going on with a YouTube video of what's going on with the track. So if you want to know more about what's going on with the track, you can go there, click and watch the YouTube video.
Yeah.
We have links to how to purchase shirts and stuff. All the shirt money goes to lawyer fees and all that stuff.
Yeah.
We have the GoFundMe for which is for our legal fees and everything. But we're hoping to get back open here and stay on track with our schedule and get open this spring. And
that's right. And I'll be there.
Joy. Yeah,
I'll be
joy
one of the first ones there. You got to text me, let me know. Hey, next week we're open. I'm coming for lessons. Me and Jason probably.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We're ready. We need you out there for a comedy show too.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I'm there, bro. All right. I'm there 30 minutes early.
Oh, you can come out, you can ride, you can work security, you can do comedy, you can do it all. Like it's all in house here.
All right,
We're gonna have you guys out.
Say that, yeah. I'm gonna vlog my experience at Back 9.
He's gonna be a full-time Back 9 Mountain Man entertainer now.
Yeah.
So it's cool too. Like there's a clubhouse. Like so while we're doing what we're doing, normally there's like other events going on. Like we had a car show this year. It was pretty cool. We had almost 200 cars show up. I did a little freestyle like demo for everyone.
When you say freestyle demo, like on the track?
No, like on big jump and the airbag.
Yeah. Talk about that stuff because you like a daredevil, man. On Instagram at wait, hold up. At I'm Zak Klaptosky. Yeah. Go check him out. He got some crazy videos.
Yeah, kind of the Zach of all trades.
Yeah, bro, you like a stunt devil.
Talk about it. I've grew up racing. I started with motocross, and then when I got out of motocross, went into BMX and racing and BMX racing, and then that turned into like dirt jumping and a little bit of like shows. I've done a few of those, and then kind of got into dirt bike racing again and doing it really well at a high level. Yeah. And then this whole thing.
You got any sponsors?
I got a few. Built to Last.
Shout out Built to Last.
I got Back 9 MX, obviously. I got Bulldog Realty. If you guys need a house, anything, they deal with all the rentals and leasing at Mountain Manor and Back 9. Actually, they're my landlord too. So
okay,
they help
Bulldog Realty.
Yep, they help me out. We got Adept, Wolf's Den Boxing.
Shout out Wolf's Den Boxing.
Yeah, they're
I hosted one of their boxing shows.
Yeah. They're keeping
Adam and Leo. Shout out Adam and Leo.
Yeah, they're keeping me in shape. So that's been a whole
great
new
dude.
thing.
And you know Coach T, right?
Yeah,
I love Coach T. Shout out Coach T. Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah,
they're all cool over there.
Yeah, Coach terrific. Yeah,
and it's definitely motivating being over there. And those guys do it for the right cause too. They're doing it for the community and the people.
Yeah.
So it's a labor of love on all ends when you're chasing the dream. It's not about the money. It's about the experience. And those guys are doing it for the right reason too.
Amen.
It sucks. You put me on the spot, and I can't remember my sponsors.
No, but you did. You shouted them all out, and there's
got
plenty
a few
more.
Of them. There's more.
There's plenty more. Shout out all Zak Klaptosky sponsors.
Yeah,
though.
just go on my Instagram. You'll see them there.
Yep, and bro, you talk about boxing and stuff, and just chasing your dreams and making it come true. I used to box for 4 years. That's how I know Wolves Den Boxing and Coach T. Great people, man. And boxing is a great disciplined sport. It'll keep you in shape. So I know
it'll keep you in shape, and it'll definitely keep you humble.
Self-defense, humble too. Yeah,
oh, bro, you get real humble
when you're getting jabbed in the face and you thought you was gonna go in there angry, and you like, oh shit, and you get tired,
and it's some little kid. Even worse, it's some girl, some little girl
whooping your ass. Shout out Shadeja Green. Yeah, she one of the female champs. I don't know how to explain it. WBC, something like that. But Shadeja Green from New Jersey. She's doing big things in the boxing. That's Coach Terrific's woman boxer, lady boxer.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool watching him work with people too, and
he's so passionate. Yeah,
and he
gets you going.
He puts a lot into it, and it's fun. He's a funny guy too.
Yeah, good dude.
Just
man.
Listening to him yell, it cracks me up. So
1, 2, drop 2.
Yeah, and
1, 2, 3. Yeah,
it's cool. So I'm glad to be a part of that, and it's all roads lead to here.
Yeah, one life.
So
one life. You got one life, and you're living it up. You're on your way. You're actually there at your success, great success. You say you got your 2 kids. You building for them and everything like that. You're actually introducing them to the great, successful, fun life that you've been actually living throughout your life. And that brings me to this great question is, at what age have you ever had a job, a 9-to-5 or anything? Because I done worked everywhere around the world, and I'm tired, man. I'm ready to just start living out my dreams like you. But that's what I'm saying. Like, have you, like, what age did you?
It's been about, I haven't worked a job for someone else in about 10 years.
Amen. Yeah, man.
But I've done a little bit of everything. I started working when I was 13. I started working in a greenhouse, filling pots with dirt and fixing broken glass, and that was a fun experience. And then I went from there to work in landscaping, and I've worked all types of construction jobs, building houses, fixing roofs. Worked in mechanics and fixing cars and tires and doing that side of things. Worked in motorcycle industry, and then kind of finished it off with working in the tree industry for a while, and doing a lot of cutting down of trees and
landscaping and stuff.
Yeah, like I love like climbing, like that kind of like tree work and stuff like that would really get me going. So it kind of kept me into it for a while, and you get paid pretty decent if you're climbing and doing it well. Mm-hmm. So kind of, when I was about, I would say 25, I kind of opened a dirt bike shop and was just working on bikes. I've always done it, just working on friends' bikes, buying and selling parts. It was always like a kind of a side gig. And
hustle, yeah.
I got myself into a spot to where I could kind of use that to support my racing and traveling, and was able to quit work and use my income, myself, support myself to kind of just go do a last hoorah and live the dream. So
what age was that?
I was probably, I think, 20, 24, 25.
Yep, and you went for it. You said, you know what, this is what I know I want to do.
And it kind of worked out in a crazy way, and I never really kind of foreseen being where I'm at now. And
now, did you have any fear of making that making that move to be like, you know what? I'm going all in. You know what I'm saying? Either this is going to work, or I'm going to stumble in that direction and something's going to work that way.
Well,
was there any fear?
There is kind of always a fear of not doing it to my best ability, but I kind of, anything that I do the best I possibly can. So there's, you can't have a fear of failing when you're trying as hard as you can.
That's right.
as long as you're doing what you can, you're really like the best you can. Are you really failing? Because you're trying, like,
right? And that's what my uncle loves to say. He says, you know, there's nothing.
You're not failing if you're trying.
Yeah, there's nothing bad that could come out of going for good stuff and doing great things.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Armed with great intention. Shout out Wallow.
But
man.
yeah, at the same time, like, not really scared of losing anything, because when you have nothing, you can't lose anything.
Right,
so,
right.
like,
we got to go get it.
I'm gonna go
Nothing
get
to
it.
lose,
Like,
yeah.
so I really have not much to lose besides, you know, a little bit. But like,
how many years did it take you from when you made that decision to go chase your dreams and become this, you know, all-time BMXer, you know, motocrosser, you know, out there in the outdoors, living the life, living the dream? How many years did it take you after you went for your like, made your jump? You know what I'm saying? Said, like, this is what I'm doing.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah.
No,
but you're living through it.
I've always
You're
been
in there now.
I've always been, you know, pretty competitive and good at what I do and the riding thing. So more so the hard work and determination, like, not necessarily on the bike, off the bike, has gotten to me to where I am now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to see. Like, now it's like the bike stuff is coming around full circle, but that's because of the hard work that goes on behind the scenes and not just the riding part. So
Amen.
Kind of goes with, like, obviously what you're doing. Like, this is the cool part. Like, this looks cool. Like, not the editing part, not the setting up part, not the, like, getting this room ready thing.
Yeah, shout out Johnny Goat, man.
Yeah, that stuff sucks, and that's the stuff that people.
The One Life Podcast.
That sucks. Like, when it's like, you know, that's the stuff people don't see. So a lot went into it to make it that, but like, I couldn't think of doing it any better way. And
Amen.
You know, for all the highs and the lows, like, the lows were there for a reason, and I might, you know, you might be in one, you might not know you're in one, and then when you're in one, it might feel like you're never getting out. But then when you get out, it's like, holy shit, I did it, and I did it well, and I feel like
that,
you know,
feeling, yeah.
the struggle is part of it, and if there wasn't a struggle, then would it be worth it? Because, like, no one wants to just. Like, I'm going to go be the best basketball player ever or something, and goes out and instantly does it. Like,
right.
Is it fun then? Is it good if you just come out and you're that good? Like,
right.
I think it's fun to come out and be the underdog, or like, yo, like, that's an eye-opening experience, and then level up. Leveling up's way cooler when you're like, you're giving
let
yourself
your future
goals,
evolve.
like,
yeah.
Like, and it's not all at once, and you have to work for it. So I think, you know, hard work goes a lot farther than talent and skill. And I guess there's always that saying, what is it? Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
There you go.
So, I've had one of my friend's dads always say that to me. His name's Kerry Williams. He was a professional baseball
Shout out Kerry Williams. Yeah.
He was a professional baseball player,
hitting home runs, throwing
and
strikeouts.
Was somehow just rode dirt bikes because he loved dirt bikes, and that was his thing. And he just happened to be really good at baseball, but loved dirt bikes.
Yeah.
So he always, and he was like a coach. So he always had like these wise sayings too, like failure to prepare is preparing to fail, like things that like engraved in my head. And, so it definitely is like, it's cool. And the struggle's a part of it. And then
it's beauty in the struggle. Yeah.
Now I got the track kids too, like, and it's cool to like bring them up. And so I learned, oh, my bad.
You good?
I learned racing on my own and how to do it on my own, because my dad and mom were working, and my friend's parents were taking me, and Justin's parents took me everywhere. Jake's parents paid for it. It was
shout out
great.
Justin and Jake, man.
Yeah, so they got me to where I needed to be, and it's cool to now have these kids who are coming up and obviously have the talent, and I'm teaching them the work the work that goes behind it and the work ethic with just not only, physical ability, like we get up every morning, we run 3 miles at 8 and then.
Yeah, you running 3 miles.
Yeah. Every
Bro,
morning.
that's that boxing shit right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to do when I was boxing, running 3 miles.
Yeah.
Now I just do 10 minutes on the Stairmaster. That's it, bro.
He said, I only got 10 minutes for this shit.
Stairmaster. Yeah, everything else, I'm lifting these weights.
Yeah.
Getting my Jamie Foxx body on. You know what I'm saying?
I got 3 miles every morning, like Monday through Friday, and then they go to school. They're homeschooled now, so it's really easy for us to train and keep doing that. And then between that and just discipline of maintaining their bikes, and we all struggle with the eating thing, so I'm not even going to talk about that.
Oh yeah, me too,
yeah,
bro.
no,
I go to sleep with my snacks.
And then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we're at the boxing gym every night. And then just trying to teach them you're only cheating yourself if you're not putting in the hardest amount of work you can.
You gotta balance, yeah.
So it's if you don't do the little things, the big picture becomes unobtainable. So
that's right, yeah.
It's cool to guide them and be able to guide them in there in that way and kind of show them the right way to do it. So they're
100%.
not, it's not too late, and hopefully they can get to their goals and to the higher levels sooner than later. So I'm hoping to have these kids racing pro by the time they're 17 or 18 too.
That's amazing.
So it's cool to see them come just in the past year or two. It's,
stick with it. Stick with Zak Klaptosky, man.
And,
Black Non Motocross facility. Yeah,
it's cool. So
that it's amazing, man. You got a lot going on right now. Your journey has been great through this one life. A lot of success that you're seeing, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, through success, like getting to success, you're going to experience failure and stuff like that. So you got to embrace it, hit it head on, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, you've been doing a great job, man. And I thank you, like I said, for coming through to the show and sharing your story and your journey. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing because we need this. We need to motivate the world and inspire people to, go out there, find a hobby, go have fun with your one life that you live in. You know what I'm saying? Because you may find something that you like and love, and that could ultimately turn into your all-time career now.
Well, and it's crazy because it's one life. It's just me, but I can inspire 100 other lives, and that's what the cool part about the whole motocross thing, and not only with the riding but with the track and the training and doing all that is I can inspire all the younger generation. I can inspire the older generation to get off their couch and get riding again and and stay healthy. It's cool.
Amen.
So it's cool to not only be the one life, my life. It's cool to reach out and touch a little bit of everyone else around me's life too. So,
yeah, that's right. But that's what I'm saying. But even touching all their life, they all get to do this one time. So that's why you're inspiring them to just go do it with their one life.
Yep, exactly. So if we can all inspire,
because we only got one time to do it. Yeah,
inspire each other too. It's hard. It's hard. Everyone's life's hard. So if you can, pat the person next to you on the back and get them going too, it only gets better for everyone. So I'm out here doing it for the people.
Let's go. That's
cool.
Right. Yep. So it brings me to these two questions. We're about to wrap it up. We done been here for an hour. We got a lot going on today. And this has been a great episode, great interview, episode 29, man. So, Zak, this is something new I'm bringing to the podcast. What has been one of your greatest oh shit moments and one of your worst oh shit moments throughout your one life? Chasing this journey of success.
Probably, I would say getting injured would be my biggest oh shit moment.
Your worst oh shit moment.
I've had a few brain injuries. I've had recently I dislocated my hip and broke my the femur, the top of my femur. Yeah. Luckily, they were able to put it all back together. But
you're not on crutches, nothing, bro. You ran through the snow when you came here. I seen you. Yeah. You're healed. That's amazing.
They put it back in. I walked out of the hospital that night. I thought it was a broken femur. And it was one of my bigger oh shit moments for the fact of what I had going on in life and in the position I was at, that I thought I wasn't going to be able work and continue to afford,
live out your dream.
But
get on the bike and stuff. But God is great, and,
dude,
and you healed. And
it's crazy, and it kind of
like a miracle.
It led me right into the back nine. I showed up 2 days later at the back nine. I pushed through, and I had to work.
Yep.
And then that's what really started the back nine. So that's kind of like, could be both. Could be like my biggest moment.
that was your most devastating shit moment.
Like,
and then what was your most like your greatest oh shit moment?
Probably one of my greatest oh shit moments would be landing a backflip. That was pretty cool. So like growing up, I grew up a racer. Like I had no intentions of ever doing a backflip. I have no intentions of ever doing any stunts. And like that's what's the hard part about like trying to do this freestyle thing is I grew up a racer. Like I'm like taking your hands and feet off, or like normally not like you normally don't do that when you're in the air. You're just trying to get back on the ground and go faster. So that was cool to learn. And I went over to Pastrana Land one day, and there was this guy who never really raced, never did anything, told me he was doing a backflip.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I've always wanted to do a backflip. How am I going to let this guy who doesn't necessarily know how to ride a dirt bike nearly as well as me do a backflip?
Yeah.
And I'm not going to do a backflip with him. So I have Travis Pastrana as my teacher, teaching me to do a backflip. So I'd be dumb not to. So that was probably one of like my greatest moments is like
I landed that backflip.
Yeah, I did a few. I did 5 into the pit one day.
You did 5 backflips?
Yeah, well, into the foam pit.
I seen that one on Instagram, but I didn't. You hit it 5.
Not five consecutive.
Oh, I'm about to say you must have stopped time or something. Zach, come on, whoa.
No, the people are landing triple backflips now, which is absolutely insane. But I landed 5, not continuous, but like 5 backflips in a row, like 5 separate backflips in a row.
Like I got this. I got
this.
Yeah.
And I came back the next day. I did it in the morning. I landed them all perfect. And he's like, "Oh, you're ready to go to the back." And I was like, "And do it to dirt." And I was like, "Okay, Travis."
Adrenaline rush.
Travis said so. So I guess. And I went back, and the first one I bailed, didn't get hurt. The second one I fell over riding out of, and then I landed 3 more in a row.
On the third one,
the third one I landed, and then I landed 3 after that, and then I dislocated my hip.
Oh, yeah,
dislocated my hip the next day.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
yeah. But you live and you learn, and certain things come with certain sports and territories.
Yep. So it's kind of the best and worst thing are all within the same week, but it all led me to here and where I'm at. So
your battle scars.
I can't complain. That's
right. One life. Yeah. Amen. Yep. And one last question I love to ask all of my talented guests, all my great individuals that come on the One Life podcast, man. What is some great advice that you can give the audience out there watching, those out there chasing their dreams, out there trying to figure out something in their life? They're on their growth way up to their success. You know, what is some great advice that you can give them on their journey through this one life?
If it's worth it, don't give up. If you really want it, and if you think it's worth it, don't give up. Because normally right when you give up is when the miracle is about to happen. Yeah. So don't quit before the miracle happens, because it's normally right there every time, and the most trying times lead to the best times. Amen. So don't give up.
My man, Zak Klaptosky, don't give up, y'all. You have the One Life Podcast, episode 29. This was great, man. This was great.
Appreciate you having me out, and I hope to see you out at the track soon.
Oh, we're gonna have some fun together. You know what I'm saying? On the dirt. You know what I mean? Cool. No Diddy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get on the. You said the Pee Wee bikes. What is it? The People bike?
The pit bikes.
The pit bikes. Yeah. That's the starter bike.
Yeah, we'll get you on a little like 110 or 125.
What is that about? Yeah.
They're small. They're normally like big kids on little bikes. Like you kind of look like a clown on them sometimes. Like like it's a bear on a moped, but like it's easy to learn on.
And then only has a couple gears or something?
They have a clutch. It's 1 down, 4 up. So it's like riding a big bike. So it kind of gets you ready for the big bike, and it's small, so you don't feel out of control.
Yeah, my little cousin, shout out my little cousin Jalen, man. He be riding the big bikes and stuff that now. Yeah, down south and stuff.
Oh, okay,
he comes out here though. Yeah, I'm gonna come. I'm gonna bring him to the
awesome.
track. Yeah, yep. Yeah, Drew too. Yeah. Shout out Drew, man. One life, man. Love you, dog.
We gotta get a whole crew out, and this year is gonna be really cool, and I'm excited. I'm excited to get some new faces out there too, because it's more and more growing. Obviously, you've heard about us and found us, and I got invited to be on another podcast in the next couple of weeks. So people are starting to hear about it, and
the success is rolling, baby.
Yeah, it's been rolling within our community, but now it's getting outside of the motocross community, which is a tight knit thing. Like, so now it's growing to like a broader audience. So which is good for the sport, and it's good for me, and it's good for the community too. So
amen.
I just want a place where other people can, enjoy what we do.
That's right.
It's a hard thing to do.
Keep doing great things, Zach, man. Hey, can you get the people like, how does this dirt bike sound? How does it sound?
That's it
right there.
Come on, yeah, baby. That's the 2-stroke right there.
Okay,
that's the original.
What's the 3-stroke?
There's no 3-strokes, only 4-stroke. We skipped the 4, baby.
What's the 4-stroke sound like?
I ride
the Febreze, somebody.
I ride 4-strokes. They're like, bro, they're like deeper. It's hard. It's you can't really explain motocross with a 4-stroke. It's hard to. Yeah. The 2-strokes got that ping to them. Like, that's how you explain motocross.
Yeah,
that's how you explain a dirt bike.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that's how it sounds. That's when you're revving it. Yeah, I drove a scooter before when I was down south, like the little sitting scooter. Yeah, I was at the family reunion.
That's what it sounds
my uncle had one of them things, and I was like, I could get on and drive. The whole family was eating food, so I went up the hill, and I drove it there. And when I got to the bottom of the hill, there was gravel, bro. And this is my first time driving a moped scooter. I didn't know nothing.
You grabbed the front brake, huh?
Yo, I was like, let me slow down. Boom, busted my ass, bro. Blood falling out of my head.
Ran out of talent right in front of his whole family.
I was trying to be cool. I was like, come with I passed them on the cool shit. But when I got down the block, I fell. I ended up. I came back walking the bike and shit. They was all like, "Wow, what's going on with him?"
Deer ran out in front of me.
Yeah,
it actually could have been a moose or something. I don't know what it was. Bigfoot. Like,
and I was a kid.
He hit me.
Yeah,
he hit me.
And I was a kid, so I was like, afraid when you see blood. I was about to pass out. Bro. I had to sit in the
that
car.
Hurts on the
Hell
hands,
yeah, man!
Stings.
My mom had to put the AC on and shit. I was, man, I thought I was about to die.
Oh my! Yeah. And then she's like, "Here, come here. Let me put some alcohol on that." Yeah. And you're like, "Okay."
Yeah, I ain't get back on that moped never again after that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I'm coming down to ride the bikes down at Black 9 Motocross facility.
Hell yeah.
Come see Zak Klaptosky, man. He's a great dude. He's doing big things out here. He just came and blessed y'all on the One Life podcast. This is episode 29. Zak Klaptosky, keep doing great things, man. Keep living it up on this One Life, and keep spreading the love and the great positivity around the world, man. You're doing great things.
Hell yeah. Thanks
Zak
again,
Klaptosky.
guys.
Love, brother.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Am I done?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That was sick.